I just had smart lipo. That's what they took out of me. I'll put the information down below where I came. In my opinion, it was so worth it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I made it. It was tough. I just got back from Studio MD in Garden City. I chose Dr. Khan to perform the procedure on me. I was more anxious and nervous because I've never done something this severe before. I've had Kybella. I'm going to share my story with you. It took me 30 minutes to get home. I have to clean my windbreaker because the inside and the front got wet from drainage. I have to massage myself for 16 weeks, my gut area, and wear a waist trainer brace. And they gave me one, but I also have another one. I have two. He told me to focus more on my bottom because that's where they took most of the fat from. And he did take some up from up here. But they only work on the subcutaneous fat, not the fat that's under your muscles. I want you to know that. That's why I'm going to start taking a product to help me minimize the fat underneath the muscles. Here we go. I want you to understand, just from the car ride home, that got wet. My pants are wet right here. The brace, I'm sorry I don't have a bra on. I want to give you a real deal. Not so tight up here. He told me to focus more down here. And he kind of went on the sides. He went on the sides here, but not the total sides. I chose not to have a 360. But you see my clothes. I'm going to be draining for days. Really for weeks. And that's expected. Am I in pain? No. He gave me an antibiotic. I already took one. I did take one Xanax when I got there. And as the procedure was going on, I was holding the receptionist, the assistant's hand and looking at her. And I was going, It was more out of anxiety of not knowing, am I going to feel more than that, more than that, more than that? It was pressure. I'm not going to lie. It was pressure, but bearable. They said to me, you're doing so much better than most, Michelle. You're doing great. I thought that was really sweet that they said that. And they said it twice. I bought some Tylenols because I have ibuprofens he told me to take. I have a couple of more Motrins. I want to use up what I have. And I thought his first suggestion was Tylenol, and I didn't have that in the house. So stay tuned. I'll save this information, this video, and we'll see. The full results will be seen in 6 months. However, he said you could do sit-ups as, whenever you feel up to it. I'll give it a few days, and I want to start crunching because I have been walking. And it's time to start working on my body. And I want to get my neck fat. I've had Kybella. It worked, but I need this out too. But this was a very large area, the top and the bottom. I can't imagine having a whole 360 in the first round. I'm really grateful I didn't say yes to that. And it was out of my league. I am borrowing money interest-free, but I also planned for it, and I have some money saved, and I'm going to set up the auto payment and send in whatever I can, and I plan on paying it off. So I got to do a little at a time. So stay tuned. Yeah, I'm soaked. My pants are soaked too. Like right now, here, down to here, it's going down. I just left. It was an hour ago. The procedure took about 10 minutes to get everything prepped to make me numb. And they took out 1 liter of fat from my top abdomen. And you only can take so much because the muscle, that's your body frame. But the lower, he took out a lot. And he kind of went on the side a little bit, which I thought was really cool. I was like, oh, you're going... And he was like, a little bit over here. So stay tuned. Trying to think what else I need to do. I'm already hungry. They told me to eat before I went in. I had 2 thick waffles about 10 o'clock. And an hour before I went in for the procedure, I ate a large cup of Fage yogurt with strawberries in it. So I ate. I have to wear this garment that they gave me. But I'm going to clean this. And this is a good one. I would wear this. Told me to focus more on the bottom. But I also have this waist trainer that's very comfortable that I'll be wearing this during the day. I will be working tomorrow. I didn't think I would be. But I will not lift anything heavy. I'll just keep busy. I'll get out there the second half of the day and I'll do some work. So I'm really grateful I don't need to take off days. You just have to be careful. I mean, it is a procedure. The saline or lidocaine, there's a liquid. And he said that's going to get hard. That's expected. I have to massage myself 3 times a day. I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. I will push and do what he told me to do. He didn't make entry points. I'm going to have leakage for a while. Leakage for a while. I forgot one more thing. You eat before, you got to eat afterwards. If anything comes to mind, I'll add it to the video. Lots of fluids. I'll be drinking water crazy for the next 6 weeks as I'm massaging. I have to go back in 4 weeks for a follow-up. And this was a very large area for me. The top and the bottom, I felt it was big. It was a big deal. I was a little overwhelmed, but it was bearable. Got through it. My next goal is to even out my arms. My arms are very uneven, and I would like to get some of the meat off. I don't think that pressure is going to be so severe because it took him 10 to 15 minutes to prepare the area. And it took him 15 minutes to complete the job. And then he topped it off with a little bit of skin tightening at the end. So this matters. You're spending a lot of money, $3,500 for 2 areas. And he did work up here a little bit too. But my lower belly, mid and lower, are numb. I'm screen recording to make it easier. I just took a nap for like 40 minutes. Of course, it was, some trauma, a buildup of anxiety, not knowing what was really going to go down. No matter how much research I did, I did have in my opinion, it's invasive, but not overkill. I wasn't knocked out, and it was done with local anesthesia, but I was awake. I felt every bit of it, and the anxiety. So right now, I have a plastic bag over my couch pillow. I also have bags on my chair because I will drain. And I'm really happy I have a box of those blue bags. I'll be lining my mattress, over my sheets where I sleep. And I will be covering this pillow that I probably will lean on here and there to get more comfortable, to get a good night's sleep. Am I in pain right now? It's sore. It's achy. That's a good word. It's achy. I thought I would take off the whole day tomorrow. I already know I'm not. I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. I'm going to go out the second half of the day, but take it very easy. Just get out there for like 4 hours and, complete some local Uber Eats and Grubhubs. Maybe a para, who knows. I think I should stay away from any large deliveries for a few days. Delivered did send me a delivery too for today, but they were both to New York, and I'm not going to New York to complete a delivery. Manhattan pick up, New York drop off. What else to tell you? I'm drinking a lot of fluids. Oh, bandages. I didn't know what to buy, so I went on Amazon Prime, and I got these sterile roll-up gauze that I will be using. It was 24 of these in a box for $10. I have a few pads in my place, and I have tape, the proper tape to hold these on, because now I'm going to stand in the tub. I'm going to take off these soaking wet clothes. The drainage has gone down to my knees and my leggings, and I haven't really moved. I'm going to massage myself, and I'm going to clean myself with baby wipes and antibacterial wipes. They do suggest not to take a shower for a day. I probably will bathe myself with baby wipes and antibacterial wipes for the next couple of days. I am on antibiotics. When I went to go pick that up, it was like $1, and must have came with the package that I paid for. I didn't read all the follow-up material yet. I will read that first thing in the morning when I'm bright-eyed and perky. But I know enough that I need to take off this garment now because it's soaked. And I need to massage myself. And I need to get myself, prepared and dried to just hang around and get a good night's sleep. All of a sudden, I'm tired. I completed a delivery before I went to the Studio MD to get the procedure done earlier today. And I planned for my day. I brought lunch. I ate even before I left, and I don't usually do that. I usually have a bite after a delivery, because they just kept saying, did you eat a good meal? Make sure you eat a good meal, because you know what? By the time I got home, I was hungry. And I thought that was so bizarre. I thought that was very weird. So I had a big-ass salad, Caesar salad with some chicken, croutons, dressing, a couple of pieces of bread with it. I'm done now. But I can see why they say that, because I got very hungry. Even though I ate in the morning and an hour before I went in. I ate a big old container of Fage yogurt, number 2%, topped with a bag of strawberries. I thought that would have been enough, and I was really hungry by the time I got home. And all I did was stop to grab Tylenol. And I wasn't uncomfortable. I wore my windbreaker, and I have to rinse that too. After I'm in the bathtub, I'm going to rinse that and rinse the clothes that are on now, and rinse the garment that they gave me, the waist trainer. So that's what I'm going to have to do for a while. I believe they suggest wearing the waist trainer up to 6 months. I believe that's what they said. I don't mind it. I have one really good one that's very comfortable, and he said wear it as tight as possible around your lower, more so than your upper. So he did target the upper area, but they don't, as long as they can pinch and squeeze fat, the subcutaneous fat, that's what they targeted. So I have to be realistic. If he minimized my top gut by 20 to 30% and the bottom gut 50%, I think he did more. I have a feeling he did more. I'm very grateful, and I look forward to it's going to be a motivator. I purposely stopped. I was doing great, crunching sit-ups, doing the twisty board, doing whatever I was doing, but I wanted them to see me in my real state. So I stopped for a while, and now I don't have to stop anymore. I just wanted to get it done, and I'll say it one more time. I'm really grateful and happy I decided not to do a complete 360. That's like snatching your whole body, you know, from all the way around to the top of your butt to your entire waist. I feel that would have been too much for me. If I had to endure that all the way around my waist and body, I probably would have cried like a baby. I got through the front. And I look forward to getting my arms done and my neck done in the future. I'll do a video about what I'm doing with my face. But it's time to self-care more. And it's because I developed all the skills I needed to develop to push forward with my online business. And working for free prevents you from doing all the things that you want to do. I worked for free for a long time. And I'm going to move forward with that. But with the gigging, I'm just going to do it part-time for the weekend. And just get out there and just not overextend myself. So stay tuned for a future video. And when I upload that future video, I will include this video in the description below. I wanted to share this with you. I watched a lot of people explain their journey of Sonobello, smart lipo, ass sculpting. They all use different terminology. What I liked about this, I was awake. I got through. The hardest part was getting the preparation, getting that lidocaine and all that fluid, and you feel it. And, you know, he's jabbing you. He was jabbing me. You had to do it. You had to do what you had to do. I feel I hired, with all my research, an experienced doctor that specializes in this kind of procedures. And I went to a place called Studio MD in Garden City, Long Island. So stay tuned for the future video. I gotta go take care of myself now. And if I'm up to it, I'll show you what my gut looks like. I haven't looked at it. I couldn't look in the mirror when I was there. I couldn't handle it. But maybe I can handle it now. Let's see. I'll give you a little close-up. If you don't have a strong stomach, don't continue to watch. I'm fine with this because it's bloody gauze. It's the first round. I didn't realize she put on so many thick layers of absorbent gauze underneath the, I guess, waist cincher that I'm already boiling hot water to sterilize it. So it's dry for tomorrow, and I'll wear my clean one. I have two. I'll wear it here, and I'll wear my favorite one when I'm out and about, because this is a process that's going to go on for months. But the gauze, you have to understand, this is the first round just leaving the office, and it's not a pretty sight, but I want to show you the real deal. Don't be fooled into, oh, it's nothing, because it is something. I'm not disturbed by this because I knew what he did. I'll show you the entry points in a moment. Those are just all big Band-Aids and gauze. And you see how it went on the cincher, waist trainer, to hold in. They made it very clear, you wear this as long as you can. And I'm really grateful I have a couple. But see, that's the first round. And that's what you will expect when you're draining on the way home. And my leggings are soaked past to my knees. But I'm really grateful I fell asleep for like 40 minutes. I was going to show you the incisions. I'm not. Because it was entered below my bottom belly. And there's a couple on the sides. You don't need, you get the idea by looking at those gores. So this is the real deal. I just can't show you that. And I thought I could, but it shows too much. And I'm very swollen. It's not pretty. And my skin color, because of all the, I guess, lidocaine that they put in, all that solution, my skin color is, it looks like tie-dye. That's what I get. And there's writing all over my belly, but you get it. I can't do that. I thought I could show you, but they're just incisions, and that's where he was working it. And he was grabbing all the meat, all the fat, and he was working it. If he didn't prepare me properly, numbing me, I'd be in a lot of pain. So that's the deal. Stay tuned for a future video. This is the real deal. I waited a long time to do this. And I'm really grateful that I didn't go for the 360, but I went and I targeted my gut area. My gut area has always been a problem of mine. But now, when it subsides, all the swelling, back doing that twisty board and the sit-ups and the side sit-ups and the crunches, and you know, I've been walking, and now since it's cold out, I'm going to join the gym because I want to continue to walk and do the stairs and crunch sit-ups in the corner when nobody's looking. But you get what I mean. It's a lifestyle change. And becoming an independent contractor and working on my timetable, I get to work out when I have energy. I get to work out to take care of myself. I'm getting to do many other things that just looking at myself, and I have no makeup on. He wanted no makeup, no jewelry, no, body lotions. They sterilize you before they start working on you. There's things to do. So stay tuned for future videos. And I'm sure you'll see when I upload a video, about 6 months from now, I'll include this video in the description so people can see the build-up to the finished product. He said, you're not going to see the final results until 6 months. And if you could see here on my neck, 6 months of Kybella right in the dead center, you do see it after 6 months, the full results. They try to speed things up. Don't let anybody talk you into something that is not really true. When he said 6 months, I said, the moment I did research about this man, I saw how many procedures he produced. When I met him in person before he worked on me, I knew I wanted him. I knew I wanted him. I knew I wanted him. And I'm really grateful. My choice was right. Okay, now it's time to get cleaned up. See you later. Bye.